While I was preparing and researching for this video, I really wanted to make a video about the world's #1 selling smartphone. And you won't be surprised to hear that the top selling smartphone currently is actually the Apple iPhone 15 lineup. Boring! Now, don't get me wrong, I'm currently using an iPhone, but I'm not exclusive to Apple. I bounce between Android and Apple. So through some research, I narrowed it down a bit, and I found that the #1 selling smartphone on Amazon is a Samsung device. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys what that smartphone is. I'll also be giving this smartphone away to one of you lucky viewers, so be sure to stay tuned so you can receive instructions on how to enter for a chance to win. We're going to turn it on, play with the software and hardware, play some games, take some photos, and I'll explain to you guys why this phone I've got right here is the #1 selling smartphone on Amazon. But before I flip the camera around and we do the final reveal of the smartphone that is in this box, I want you guys to go down in the comments and make a quick guess on what you think this smartphone is. And when I reveal the phone to you in a few seconds, be honest and tell me if you were right. So we got our Amazon box, and for the final reveal, it is a Samsung Galaxy A15. Be sure to edit your comment if you were right or wrong about your guess. Now, as I'm opening this, I do want to note about a month ago I made that video about the free phones from Walmart, and I did get a Galaxy A15 5G there. So does Amazon sell more A15 or A15 5G? Based on the listings, it looks like the A15 sells more, but I'm going to be giving both the 5G and the A15 away in today's video. To enter, all you need to do is comment this below, and I'll do 2 random drawings in my next video. As for the A15 from Amazon, it's a nice sleek box, much nicer than the one I got from Walmart with the A15 5G. Comes with a charge cable and 1, 2, 3, 4, oh my gosh, 5, 6, 7 manuals. Okay. The phone is wrapped in this cloth-filling material. I'm sure it's biodegradable or eco-friendly. Too bad 2 trees were killed with all of those manuals. I'm guessing this is a pull strip. Oh my gosh, doesn't hold a candle to the Apple unboxing. Okay, I think I did something wrong because this is opening just fine. Ooh, what a nice color. I like that. I think this is like a pearl white. For 170 bucks, I also got a headphone jack. Oh my gosh, Samsung. All right, well, let's power this thing on, set it up, and see why this thing is a #1 seller on Amazon. And while I set this thing up, I want to give a quick shout out to today's video sponsor, ExpressVPN. In today's world, your online activity is more exposed than ever. But with ExpressVPN, your data stays protected no matter where you are. ExpressVPN encrypts your internet connection with best-in-class security, making you invisible to prying eyes, wherever those may be. No data logs, no trackers, just complete privacy. The app is super easy to use. 1 click and you're connected. Securely browse your favorite websites, protect your banking information, and unlock streaming services from wherever you are in the world. Whether you're traveling abroad, trying to reduce those targeted ads that you see on social media, or just want more protection while you're connecting to public Wi-Fi at Starbucks or places like McDonald's, ExpressVPN has you covered. This is because their IP masking and encryption actually prevents any third party from recording or watching your online activity. This includes Wi-Fi operators and your internet service provider from viewing or recording your online activity. So if you care about privacy, you should definitely give ExpressVPN a shot. The best part is it's never been easier to join. You can get your first 4 months free. All you need to do is scan the QR code that you see on the screen or visit expressvpn.com/Johnzoid. Thanks again, ExpressVPN, for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to it. Both the A15 and the A15 5G have one UI, which is the user interface for the Samsung devices. Now, one huge thing is the applications on the A15 directly from Samsung. There's not any bloatware. You also have your Google apps, but you don't have a bunch of random applications like Chime or Cash App, and it's still installing the apps because I just started this up. But when we go a level deeper, we can see that these are just standard applications, and it's not a bunch of bloatware, which is great news compared to the A15 5G from Walmart, which looked kind of like a casino, if I was going to be honest, but I digress. Now, the user interface compared to like a flagship device is going to look very similar to an S24. You can fully customize it to colors and other things similar, but obviously it's going to have a different chipset compared to a flagship. But it looks very, very similar to what you would have on a flagship device. And whether you're buying the A15 or the A15 5G, you could get this for under 200 bucks, which is hard to say no to. Now, one of the biggest reasons this is a #1 seller is because of the specs, and I'm going to be using the app GCPU to pull these for you guys. Note the A15 5G has different specs, but as for the A15, it has a MediaTek Helio G99, Android 14, and it's obviously the Galaxy A15. The A15 5G has a MediaTek Dimensity 6100 Plus chipset, and also runs on Android 14, so you're getting good phones either way. The A15 I got has 6 gigabytes of RAM, as you can see, with a 6.5-inch Super AMOLED display, which is crazy for a phone that's under $200. It's got a 90 Hz refresh rate and plays YouTube videos very well. Now, I used the A15 5G for about a week because I was going to do a video about that phone specifically, but I actually found that that phone runs a bit slower than the A15 does with the Helio G99 chip. This is because with the 5G and the 6100 Dimensity chipset, it's prioritizing 5G connectivity, whereas the G99 on the A15 is non-5G and it's actually a gaming-focused chipset focused for better graphics. This might be why the A15 is selling more units on Amazon than the A15 5G, but then again, I don't have sales data to back that up, so take it with a grain of salt. With the A15 having a G99 chipset, that's more than enough to be playing some Call of Duty, but I do have to say the download speeds on this were absolutely atrocious, so we're going to have to come back to this while it downloads, but don't worry, it won't be long. With the A15 having a 5 megapixel ultra-wide camera, a 50 megapixel main camera, and a 2 megapixel macro camera, it's going to be really hard to beat for under $200. Now, the camera itself, aside from weird filters like that, you could switch between 12 megapixels and 50 megapixels, which is great, and then along the bottom of the camera, you have a few different modes that you could toggle between. Now, one of my favorite is when you click on More, you've got Pro, Panorama, Food, and Macro, which is one of my favorite settings for this phone. Here's an impressive photo I took with the A15 in macro mode of my 13 Pro, which is amazing. And I also took a photo of my 11 Pro in macro mode, which is also just super high detail and impressive for a budget phone. Portrait mode's also impressive, as you can see with my horrifying face here, which of course I have to follow up with the second photo in portrait mode, but even with a 50 megapixel setting set on and just taking regular photos, it's super impressive. Like, I could see every hair of my unibrow that's growing in and every whisker on my face. For a phone that's under $200 to do this, I'm blown away. I know I keep saying that, but geez. Now, to drive my point home with the G99 being a gaming chipset and the A15 5G having a Dimensity 6100 Plus, this, which is the A15, is going to be a better gaming phone, and I am just blown away by the quality of this. And I'm actually on a ranked match here, so this is not with a bunch of robots. This is ranked, and I'm like playing perfectly fine. Now, I am a bit of a camper. I kind of suck by just hiding in far places and shooting with a sniper. But like, seriously, other than this game taking forever to download, which may have been my own Wi-Fi, the gameplay was amazing, and I had zero issues with lag, zero issues with performance. It was great. I would assume some of you guys are on the A15 watching this video. If you are, comment below. I'm curious to know. But if you needed a budget gaming phone just to tinker on, this would not be a bad option. After playing with these A15s for the past couple months, they're fantastic phones, and I'm not surprised why Amazon sells so many. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to comment this below to enter for a chance to win this and the 5G model. Again, there will be 2 different winners chosen at random, so be sure to subscribe because I will be making the drawing in an upcoming video. If you enjoyed these kinds of videos, I do upload them every single week, so be sure to subscribe and join the Discord channel, which I have also linked down below. Thanks again, ExpressVPN, for sponsoring today's video, and we will see you guys in the next one.